So man, you pretty much covered everything. You pretty much broke it all the way down. Like I say, I'm gonna edit the interview up for sure. I got one last. Okay, I got two questions. Okay, do you have any upcoming projects? Is it an album coming, a book, a documentary, clothing line, anything? Are you working on?
Um, we got a book right now that we've been finished with the book for a while, but we waiting to finish up the album before we drop it so we can drop it together. The album is a little harder to put together right now than the book because me and Fish both got jobs, so like the
Right, right.
recording time, how the recording tight is like, that's the task. But it's coming together nicely right now. It's mainly me and Fish on the vocals, but Reckless is on there too, especially with a lot of the choruses and stuff. So it's coming together nicely right now. So you can be looking for a new CV album along with the book of like lyrics from a lot of our classic songs in it.
Wow, wow. I look forward to that as well. That's dope, man. I got a lot of respect for you and what you're doing. I would look forward to reading something like that because I love to read most definitely. Um, okay, so my last question, this is a question that I ask pretty much all my guests. And by you coming up out of the cafe, I wanted to ask you, how do you feel about being a black man in American society today in 2021?
Man, how do I feel like being a black man in America now? It's like I feel like my whole life I've been like lied to and gaslit on levels that I'm just figuring out now, and some that I probably won't even figure out until at a later date. It's just so much like layered bullshit and propaganda that they feed us in America to keep white supremacy alive and strong and thriving well that they do on black people and people of color and their own trickery, to keep us in this situation that it's fucking incredible and mind-boggling when you like just think about certain shit like, oh yeah, wait. Fuck. They did that too, fucking white supremacy,
Mm.
And being from South Africa, I'm sure you know.
Oh, I'm
What
from
white
I'm
supremacy
from
like.
I'm from America, but my goal is to move
Okay,
permanently. But
yeah,
no, I'm from
okay.
Cleveland, Ohio.
Okay. Okay. Oh, you from Cleveland? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
man. I got a sister in Cleveland, man. My big sister live in Cleveland. Oh
Oh
yeah,
wow.
man.
Okay. Okay. Small world.
Yeah, I'll be out there
Yeah.
sometime. I got family in Cleveland.
Yeah. Yeah. We're gonna have to connect, man. I didn't know you had the beats like
Yeah.
that. You got some fire beats, most definitely. But yeah, that's my thing because I travel all around the world. I've been to about 70 countries and I've been to about 15
Uh-huh.
African countries. I lived in South Africa. I spent the entire year in South Africa, but I'm in
Okay.
Cabo Verde now. So I'm on the west side of
Uh-huh.
Africa. But
Uh-huh.
I want to
Yeah.
get land, want to build, I
Hmm.
want to, establish something for myself, most definitely.
Yeah. Me too. I did like that little 2.5 months in Uganda. I was out there.
Wow.
Yeah, I went out there to perform at a festival, but I took my equipment with me and I was teaching some production with Ableton and some stuff, and I was recording vocals, and I did a whole instrumental album while I was there with stuff that
Mm.
throughout, music that was throughout Africa, just different stuff that one of the dudes that brought me out there was working with this um, archive and all these field recordings that were taken like in the fucking 40s, 50s, 60s, like in Africa, like, and he gave me the whole collection. And while I was there, I made an instrumental album too that they put out on a label that's in Uganda. It's called Nege Nege Records, and the album is called um, Afro Mutations, and it's on
Wow.
Bandcamp.
Wow.
And it's on Bandcamp, an instrumental album that I produced while I was in Africa over that 2.5 months.
Wow, that's heavy, bro. Wow. I see, I never been to Uganda. I've been to a lot of African countries. I never been to Uganda. So I want to ask you, if it's okay, what was your experience when you was in Uganda? You know what I'm saying? Was it a positive experience? Was it negative?
It
Did
was
you see
positive,
things? You
man.
know
It was
what I'm saying?
positive. It was beautiful. It was beautiful because I got
Okay.
to see, like firsthand and there, and it's different. I met people from different tribes and a lot of people from different countries. A lot of refugees in Uganda, especially from there's people there that came uh, from Congo, from uh, what's the country that just split into two? Sudan, and I forgot what other country. In Somalia, like a lot of,
Mm,
a lot in Uganda. So it's a place that's dealing with an influx of refugees, and then a lot of different people from different tribes there too, and but the people they get along well. It's not a lot of tension for it to be like that. And I felt like it was crazy to see all these people with all these guns and not be afraid. Like I am
mm,
in America when I see people with guns. It's a whole
oh
different feeling. I'm relaxed around their guns. Because I know
yeah.
that they're not for me. Like that. They're
Right.
not specifically targeting me because of my color. I look like everybody else. So it's gonna
Oh
be
yeah.
if the gun is pulled, it's because of my actions, not just because of who the fuck I am. That was like a
Right.
experience that I only had there, and I had that in Cuba too because we as a Project Blow, we did a trip to 3 trips to Cuba, and we recorded an album in Cuba down there too that we recorded a lot of Cubans and left the project and songs down there. Like we went for Black August to perform for the Panthers, like the Black August Festival that the Panthers in Exile put on. And this was like in 2000, like right when Clinton was still president, and we had permission from the State Department to travel there, so it was all good to go. And our last trip when we were there was the night they did the recount and announced that fucking Bush had won the election. Like I'm in Havana that night.
Wow.
And like in this park where they got a bronze statue of John Lennon sitting there on the bench when I hear the result of the elections. Like people would think of a statue of a Lenin in a park in Cuba, they're gonna think of another Lenin. Not John
Yeah,
Lennon.
man.
Imagine. They're gonna imagine a whole another Lenin being from America.
Right, right. I want to respond to that 2 points. I was gonna say one thing, like you were saying, it's a lot of layers, so much stuff you wouldn't believe it. Like Cuba is a dope place. I went to Cuba like two or
Yeah,
three times myself. I love Cuba, and I would
me
say
too.
this. I was gonna say this, like when you in America, when they show pictures of Castro, they always show him wearing green with the military outfit, looking, straight
Hmm.
militant. When I was in Cuba, man, I never seen this in my life. They show pictures, they show videos of Castro playing basketball, swimming, riding bike,
Hmm.
just like a regular everyday thing, like a regular person. You would just be like, man, your mind would be blown. But back to
Yeah.
Africa, I wanted to say this. It's a thing called the Global Peace Index. They do it every
Hmm.
year, and they rank the most peaceful countries to the most dangerous countries. So what I'm trying to say is Africa have about almost 60 countries. Africa have more countries than any other continent. I know you know this, but for the viewers who may not
Yeah.
know, and so it's dozens and dozens of African countries that are far more peaceful than the United States. Less mass shootings, less homicides, less violent crime, less things of that nature, and a better quality of life, like places like Ghana, Uganda, Botswana, Namibia, Madagascar, Cape Verde.
Hmm.
You can go to these places and you don't have to worry about not only being a victim of violent crime, but also a victim of racism. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. 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 For
Yeah,
real. Like
yeah.
it's a whole different, feeling. Like being outside of America, but most Americans don't leave. They watch
No,
National Geographic documentaries or whatever, and that's how they get their outside experience. But it always comes back to America's the best country, and you can't, nah.
hell
Nah,
no,
I've been like
hell
music
no.
took me to a lot of places, and I've been to Germany, I've been to Paris, I've been to Copenhagen, I've been to
Hmm.
Finland, Helsinki, I've been to Switzerland, like,
Yeah.
no. even Canada
Yeah.
for that matter. You know?
Right. You ain't gotta go
So,
far.
no. Yeah, yeah, even in Vancouver. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Cause I'm in Cleveland, so I'm like, I'm really like 2 hours from Canada, but everybody go to Niagara, probably 3, 4 hours, and Toronto probably like 5, 6 hours away if you drive. You
Hmm.
know what I'm saying? Yep, yep. But yeah, King, man, I ain't gonna hold you up. I'll be talking about Africa all night. I just want to thank you again. I
Hmm.
truly appreciate you coming on the show. And yeah, hopefully I have it out in the next couple of days, and I'll tag you and send you a link, most definitely.
All right, for sure, man. Thanks, man. Good interview. I
Oh
appreciate
yeah, oh yeah. Yep, yep. Thanks
it.
for tuning
Yeah,
in,
yeah,
family. Until
yeah,
next
man.
time, Taye Speaks. Peace.
Peace.